But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it?
Exactly, bruh. Oh,
right. Yes, guys, welcome back to the channel. We've been pumping out a lot of content over the last week or so. You had the free videos of the abandoned place that we went to, a nursing home, and you had the Urban Legends podcast. Today, we've got a very special podcast. Me and Reece are joined by a very good friend of ours, a very good YouTuber. It's Charlie. How are you, mate?
hey, yeah, I'm good. I got my app.
Oh, don't worry, I've got this one here as well, so it's fine.
He's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yeah, just want to be involved.
It's like a child. You're like a child, boy. Love you. Come down. Go lay down.
Look at me, so I can just see his nose.
He's there like, I'm not going anywhere, mate. I'm chilling.
That's because Jamie's not here.
Oh my days.
But yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm fucking awake anyway, alive. You know, not got COVID, not dead yet. So good, still going.
It's a win. Win's a win.
Exactly.
Take the W's, boy.
Exactly, man. Exactly. How you boys been? It feels like I haven't spoken to you guys in forever, right?
I know.
It's not like we've been talking all day or nothing.
This is the first call you jumped on, mate. So I don't know what you're on about, lad.
I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming.
Maybe you are. No, I mean, yeah, obviously we've been like sort of having like conversations via text, like supporting each other with the videos and that, but we haven't like sat down and had like a call and a proper good old natter in a while. So this should be really good.
This should be good.
Yeah, a long time, man. COVID's really fucking it.
Yeah, man. It's like we like this is going back on what I'm saying 3 years or so ago. We all used to go out drinking. I remember the days where we'd like meet at Keith's at like 7. Charlie would be dead by 7:15 and still make it up the first half an hour of a Sunday night. Sat around
night. Oh my
We'd rather
God.
be sat in the garden in the in the garage or around Keith's mum's dinner table, right? About 7:15, you're dead. Ellis and Callum are walking through at like 7:30, 7:45. Like, I made it.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like half pissed because we'd make some fucking random fruit cocktail.
Oh my God.
The issue,
Put it into a tub and that.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with alcohol, man. Alcohol and me just do not agree at all. I can have a laugh with it, but I feel like I don't know my limit with it, right? So when I do get involved, that you boys have seen, I just end up getting fucked.
I've got some cracking videos of you, mate.
Same. My best one is the one where you're absolutely plastered and it's like not even 10:30 and you're on like you're in the pole room at punters holding on to the pole like this. Like, oh fucking God. Right, and everyone around you like, what the fuck's happened? Because there'd be some nights you'd be like because we would all get there and everyone would be sober and it would probably take a couple of people about 10 minutes to be fucked and then they'd just be gone for the night. I remember Ellis was quite like that as well. Like it would take him 2 drinks, it would hit him and he'd be like, oh, he's not in a good way now. As supportive lads, we'd be there like, okay, if you're close to dying, we'll help you out, but until then you're on your own. You've got to fucking bring it now, mate.
Like, there's certain times where I can be alright on. Like, I know what alcohol I can drink now, so that's good. That's good. I just stick to beer and rum, and that's me. I don't go vodka no more because that
the best nights for vodka night.
That was probably my fault because whenever I get around, I forget half of people's drinks order because there would be like 10 of us. So I'd be like,
Coca, easy.
5 vodka lemonades, 4 vodka cokes, and whatever he wants, and whoever's standing next to me gets the drink they actually want. And just, what was it? I can't remember your order. So you just got vodka coke or vodka lemonade. All right then.
All right, yeah. Cheers, mate.
The last night out I ended up in the hospital the next day because my hand was all swollen. Yeah. I don't remember that night. That was the night I lost my ring as well and everything. It was fucked. It was like that whole night was fucked. Basically, right, the story of that night was I should have listened to one of my mates, Harry, that told me not to have a drink before I came out and met him. He was like, I was like, yeah. Right, because I like people that don't know me, right? I like to smoke a lot of weed here and there. I say here and there, every day. Like, fuck it, I'm on it. But yeah, my mate Harry was like, yeah, come out for a couple of beers and that, just before you leave, because I was leaving the job and whatever. I didn't end up leaving. I ended up getting fired. I was like, yeah, I'll come out. I'll come out for a bit, right? I'll come out for a little bit. And he was like, right, just don't smoke a joint before you come out, because like, you know what it's like having a drink and smoking. It fucks you, right? Or it fucks me anyway, at least. I went out, I had a joint like an idiot. Didn't listen to him. I was like, I'll be fine. I'll have one beer and I'll be all right. Went all right. It went all right. I ended up getting there. We ended up ordering about 20 Desperados, and then the night just went from there. Okay.
That was your problem. The joint was fine. The Desperados is what fucked you.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't tell you the last time I had Desperados. Jesus Christ.
I can tell you the last time I had it, and it was in Lloyd's, which I don't think either of you went to. That's how old I am.
No, we weren't old enough to go to Lloyd's.
It literally closed about 2 weeks before Reese's birthday, his 18th as well.
Was Lloyd's Weatherspoons at one point?
Lloyd's is a Weatherspoons.
No.
It's like a dancing Weatherspoons.
It's a dancing spoons.
But, I remember Lloyd's being a thing. I just don't remember being there. Like me and Reece are the same age, isn't it? So
yeah, it's so sad that it's now a Brewdog and hella expensive because it was so cheap. Like you'd be able to get like 5 shots for a $5, and you'd be there like, oh yeah, boy. Right.
I like Brewdog though. I do like their beers. Their craft beers are good.
Yeah.
But you're not on it like on a proper night out. Like, yes, do you know what I need now to keep the buzz going?
A Brewdog IPA.
Craft beer, yeah. IPA, that'll keep the fucking...
Bro, you need 2 of them and you'll be fucked. For your, they're like 10%.
That's a good argument.
Yeah.
And the last time I drank Desperados, because I used to go with Luke, Reese's stepbrother.
That's how Conner and I know each other.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
For the viewers that had no idea how we know each other, there you go. Backstory.
And then he would always buy them because they were like the cheapest ones to get. And we'd be drinking them. And I remember we drank so many of them on one night out. I ended up throwing up so badly. I was there like, yeah, I can still drink it. I'm just going to choose fucking not to. It's like I've drunk a couple since then, like at Lloyd's still, but since Lloyd's closed, I haven't touched Desperados since, and I will not touch Desperados again.
They're not very nice, are they?
No, they're just easy to get pissed on. That's all they are.
And did you know they've not even got tequila in them, right?
No, tequila flavor.
Yeah. So people that buy them and think that they got tequila, it's not that. It's just the flavor.
It's all a lie.
Yeah, it's bollocks. It just tastes ass. Who likes the flavor
sales after this video comes out?
I don't understand. Who likes to taste tequila anyway? Right? So people.
Tequila Rose bangs. That hits.
I know you love your tequila.
I know that shit. That stuff looks like yogurt, man.
It is like yogurt.
Yeah, but it hits different. It hits different.
It's
like tequila rose piss versus like tequila piss. You're much happier.
Oh man,
you're so much happier.
I'm just imagining like bringing like Petit Falou into like the pub.
Petit Falou just comes in. It's like
I've been fucked on a few Petit Falous.
Just like a strawberry fruit comes out, just pour it into a shot glass. Bang. See you later.
Jesus Christ. I think. Well, we've already gone off on one tangent, and I'm not even surprised.
People.
It's too easily done, isn't it? I do it all the time.
Yeah,
especially because we're all boys and that. It's very, very easily done.
Exactly.
But like, you know, Charlie, obviously you've been in the YouTube game for years, since 2015 with various channels, but now
Yeah.
you run the Cancerous Humour channel, of course, and co-run the Baked Beans podcast with your housemate Jamie.
Host it.
Oh,
I'm giving Jamie too much credit here.
Nah. I will take the credit because I edit it and I do everything. Jamie just shows up. Jamie's just there, bro.
I know how you feel. Yeah.
I'm like the Jamie of this. Yeah.
To be fair to him, I did tell him that I'd do it all because it's just easier. It's a lot quicker for me to do it. But yeah, I've been on YouTube for a while, but I've never really found like where I was at with it. There's been so many different things I've done. I've actually been on YouTube since 2012, but we won't even go there because some tragic stuff.
Like, maybe we were like 14 back then.
Yeah, it don't even exist anymore. So, like I think the earliest video I have of myself is the McTurbo sandwich that was on the Blended channel originally, before it was Blended.
Yeah, I love that channel so much when because I remember we'd be sat there for a night out, and I remember watching the original Capri Sun challenge.
Iconic.
Yeah, a couple of times.
It's iconic. That's a classic.
It's so iconic, man. Before it got taken down, that was so iconic.
Mate, it's annoying, right? Because I didn't realize it'd been taken down. Nothing. It got taken down just over a year ago now. I think it was.
Even though it's years old.
Yeah. So it's been up for a good few years. I don't know. That came out 2015. So it's been up for 6 years. Okay. Well, this year it would have been up for 6 years. And they didn't give me any explanation of why they took it down or anything like that. They just took it down, and the only option I had was delete forever. So you get the option normally to edit or change anything. I clicked on it and it just went, the only option that came up, delete forever. I was like, what, bruh? You know how long that took me to edit that video and put together and get everyone together for it? It was a pain in the ass. But so I made a newer one, and it was funny, but at the same time I didn't enjoy it as much as the first one because it's just it wasn't the same. No, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. And my biggest issue with that video is I couldn't get the angles right for the stick. It just didn't work. It didn't work at all. So I reposted the first one, which is kind of banging at the minute on the channel. Which is, it's weird to me that I can repost something that I already posted and still get people watching it. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, it's doing all right. I'm doing all right with it. So,
and the most, unless the Capri Suns exceeded it, my understanding is that your most viewed video, Jesus Christ, most viewed video on Cancerous Humour is Scottish Dora the Explorer. Is that?
That video hits different.
That's just hit 1.3K.
I watched it again this morning, and mate, that video, it kills me every time.
You know what?
That video bangs.
That video came from literally, I was doing videos every week for a while, or every day even for a while, for a week, and then I took a break for a couple of weeks because I was fucked basically.
Burnt out.
There's been so many times where I've started recording something, and because it's it's a lot, it fucks me mentally sometimes when I'm doing videos because I overthink a lot. Obviously, I'm my biggest critic anyway when it comes to my shit, and now it's got worse because I'm getting decent at editing and understanding more about videos. So even if a video looks really good, I can pick out all the shit that was wrong with it. You know what I mean?
Focusing on the good bits, yeah,
which is annoying, but is how it is. It's just progress and growth. But with the Scottish Dora one, it came from me having no ideas. I was sat in my garden at night about 4 a.m. I was having a joint, And I was like, what would be funny? Just trying to think of funny things. And I was like, Scottish Dora the Explorer would be funny. I was listening to Dora the Explorer by Filthy Frank, well, Pink Guy, and it came to my head. And the way I recorded that was, obviously, I recorded everything on the green screen first for me. And then I just gave Jamie my phone, told him what I'd said, right? And I was like, just say whatever you want into the mic and record your voice, and just base it around what I've said, but make it whatever you want. So, because a lot of the skits that I do, they're all like improv. Everything I do is improvised, other than like some like costumes and like angles and whatnot. But everything I say is improvised. So I got Jamie to improv that, and then it just kind of worked. I don't know. It just kind of blew up out of nowhere on my channel, and I was like, "Oh, wicked, man!" Like before that was a video that made no sense that blew up. So I was like, "Okay."
That's the thing. It's like for a lot of people who we're like 16 minutes in, we haven't actually explained what the Cancerous Humour channel is literally. Well, a lot of your videos are humorous skits. Ironically,
Yeah.
They should get it from the name, but some people, it's like and that is what, like, genuinely, I remember seeing that for like the first time and sitting there just going, how long did it take you to think of it? And I was there like, that is genuinely such a sick video.
Oh, what, the Dora one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a day.
That's
a one day vid.
That's the thing, because you've got that sort of humour as well that is just, I remember when we used to sit around drinking, you'd just be instantly funny as well. So I think that comes really naturally to you.
That's true. That.
See, like people say that a lot. Thank you. People say that a lot, right? And like obviously for me, sitting here now thinking in my head, I'm like, nah. I mean, like you know how it is. But what I'm trying to do really is focus on my comedic timing, like, because I feel like that's a big thing. Like it's all well and good being funny, which is wicked, but when it comes to videos and editing and stuff, I'm trying to make it more, I don't know, timed better, so I haven't got to cut it.
Yeah.
So it's because, like, say if I've made a joke, or like I made a comeback to a joke, and it's like a long period of time since I said it, it kind of it's shit. You know what I mean? It's funny.
Yeah.
I get you.
What I like about like some of your skits where like you play multiple characters, it's like the really like awkward pauses between each bit, which it's so funny because it just makes it really awkward, which is what it's there to do. And I'm just like, I
love making it as awkward as possible. I feel like sometimes a long pause like that, it works because people are like, it just makes you feel off, right? Yeah, it's good. Like, that's what I want. I want to be that awkward, funny cunt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's working. It's getting all right. We just hit 130 subs today, so I'm on 130 from today, which is mad. I hit 100 on Christmas, so we're going places. I'm nearly doubled my view count from last year already this year, so like it's kind of fucked. It's actually fucked. Like there's certain times where I'm just sat here and I think about it, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, yeah, that's fucked. Like I posted today. Today. Well, I'll say today is Thursday. I posted it Thursday. Yeah. And that's already on, I think, 50 views or something. I can't remember. That's good, man. But yeah, it's taken off for videos that I was just making, just fucking about. And for them being so short, like a lot of them are like under a minute. Some of them, because they're just little skits. They get like hours of watch time. And like to see that, like the Dora one, for example, that's got 13 hours of watch time alone, just on its own.
Fuck.
Yeah, and that's still going up. I still get comments on it. So I'm like, I've done that, I think nearly a year ago, maybe 6 months ago. I can't remember. It's hard to keep track because I post every week. So it's like I forget about the video I done last week, unless it's like the dildo flips. I got to remember them because I need to remember how many flips I've done, right? But yeah, I've been trying to get consistent, and being consistent also comes with the knowledge of your last video. It doesn't even really matter. Stop thinking about it. It's already out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Because I used to overthink about shit a lot, and that's why stuff wouldn't come out all the time, because I'd have to slow it down. You know what I mean? It's frustrating, but I'm getting there, boys. We're getting there. Stuff's taking off. The Dora one was just like it was a one-off a gold classic, I guess.
That's what it's all about, boy. I love the dildo flips. I think,
mate, they're so funny. It's the editing on them. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's just really random football commentary.
Yeah.
It's like Olivier Giroud or something.
So for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about, Charlie's got a couple of videos on his channel. I think there's 3 now, where he just walks into a room with like a fucking massive dildo, flips it so it lands perfectly straight up, wobbles a bit, and then just puts like football commentary over the top of it, bows, and then fucks off. And they're just so funny.
It's you know what? I've got I had like a random. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you, Charlie, as well. I had like a random Snapchat memory from like 2017 that I sent you, and it was just I was like round your house back we used to live in MK before we moved up to Scotland. And it was just one of the dildos, and I just went dildo flip, and it was like, oh yeah, and then you're just like dabbing in the background.
In my bedroom, innit? Yeah, I remember.
Like, this is our friendship.
That was like, and that was before all the shit. No, before the channel even existed. Even I actually made. Well, I say before the channel existed, I made Cancerous Humor in, I think it was like 2015, 2016. I didn't post on it though until 2019. Yeah, because I didn't know what it was. I knew I wanted to do skits, but I didn't know how to. And it didn't work. And like I was still trying to get people to understand what the name meant.
Yes.
Like there's a few people. I went on Twitch the other day, right? And I barely go on Twitch. I'm never on it ever. I know a lot of people that go on Twitch. I know you stream on Twitch as well, Connor. And Rory streams on Twitch, and Jamie was streaming on Twitch at one point. But I'm useless with Twitch. I don't ever go on it, right? If I do, it's once in a blue moon. But I went on there and I was watching a guy that I normally watch. And my name on there is one of Smash Boys. I've been trying to change it to Cancerous Humor. But the guy warned me not to because I'd probably get banned off there. And I'm like, I don't understand, right? Like what the name was actually intended for was like, you can have a laugh through dark times. You know what I mean? Like cancer is pretty fucking dark, but you can still laugh about it. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole concept. But also it's a description of what my humor's like. It's cancer.
Oh,
yeah. So like I've you know when you think about these things, like I think about a lot of things like that because you see a lot of cancel culture going on nowadays as well. So you've got to kind of back yourself up with that shit. And my name being like kind of edgy enough to maybe piss a couple of people off. That's the whole point. It's like people know it sticks in your brain, doesn't it? You know,
you can't please all the people all the time.
No,
so wisdom there.
Wisdom.
Bro, I don't please anyone. I got fucking my biggest audience is from Reddit nowadays, right? So I've got about I think 80 or 90% of my audience now is Reddit based, right?
Oh, that's decent.
It's decent, but it's fucking toxic.
It is. Reddit's vile, man.
Bro, I had someone on there thinking I was disabled because apparently I don't talk properly, and I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, you don't talk properly, and I think you got a speech impediment, and you're ugly as well." And I was like, "All right, sounds boys.
Cheers, mate. Thank you."
You know what I mean? I was like, "All right,
what the fuck?"
Oh, that actually brings me on to something. You know, obviously, last guest we had Connor. We had Shay White Butterfly Wing Productions, and we asked him about like like hate comments? Like, have you had many, Charlie? I don't think I've ever asked you about this.
Yeah, I've had fucking shit tons. I was actually going to make a video on it about like Reddit in general. It's always Reddit, always. I've had people like say some pretty shitty stuff, but it's funny, like because it's something that's so dumb. Like I have people that like literally would shit on everything I make, and then I go on their channel and they've got no content. So I'm like, all right, sound then, you know what I mean? Like you can they saying what I'm doing. And I had one guy, this is the biggest one that happened to me. I did say it on the podcast with Rory as well, but I'll go into more detail, right? So I went on a subreddit because I promote on most subreddits and stuff. People get a bit pissed off with that because I like spamming on subreddits and that, but I'll only ever put it on a subreddit that's relevant to what I'm making.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's like in that genre enough, I think people will enjoy it and want to go look at it, I'll put it on that subreddit. Normally, I haven't got a problem. Sometimes I do. Like, and if it is a problem, it's like
they let you know
what I thought it was. Yeah. So I posted it on a subreddit called "Fuck Off," right? So I thought, fuck it, right? It wasn't anything to do with anything that I was doing on there, but I just thought people probably won't even care. You know what I mean? Because it was just full of people that weren't like snowflakes. Okay.
Yeah.
So I posted it on there, and the day after I posted it, I had a guy comment on there. He was like you seem like an asshole, right? This was the story of me losing my virginity, which I thought was funny. I was like, I posted that because everyone I told found it funny. So I was like, all right, I'll make a video out of it. Posted it on there, and he was like, "You seem like an asshole." And I was like he commented on my video, that not on my actual video, but on Reddit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like, right, well, cheers for checking out the stuff anyway, bro. You know what I mean? Because it gave me a view, didn't care.
Yeah.
And a dislike, which you like, that's fine, you know. And he ended up like going into the DMs. So he messaged me in the DMs and was like, basically just give me a load of shit, a load of abuse. And I was like, well, look, man, you've got AIDS anyway. and this offended him so much that he went on every single post I'd ever done on Reddit. And this is like probably over 100 to near 200, right? Posts. And he commented on every single one of them, just hating on it, like dogging me so hard for this shit. Because I said that he had AIDS. And I was like, I apologized first. I was like, sorry, I said you had AIDS, right? This is like a joke that I have. Like, it's pretty prominent on my channel as well sometimes, where I'm like, bro, that's AIDS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, God.
taking a piss out of people with AIDS. It's just a general, that is AIDS.
General joke.
But that's just
yeah.
Everyone knows that.
It's not. I don't know anybody that's ever been offended by me saying, yeah, that's AIDS, bro. You know what I mean? Like, if it was something else, like if it was a racist comment or anything like that, yeah, I totally understand why I'd get the hate, right? I wouldn't do that. I'm not an idiot.
So people have too much time on their hands, bro.
This is it. Right? So I was like, sorry, I said you had AIDS. And then he was just like, now you're an arrogant asshole and blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, you don't know me, though, to say that. I probably shouldn't have gone that deep with the guy, but I was just like, sat here, just minding my own business, said AIDS, and I got attacked. I was like, bro, what can I do? So I reported him for like harassment, basically, which I wouldn't normally do. Normally, I just leave it. I don't even block people because it's like I find it funny. I'll keep comments, and I've been trying to keep like a track record of all the bad negative comments I got, just to make a big video out of it at some point. But what happened in the end was he just wouldn't leave me alone. Like, he just wouldn't get off of any of my Reddit pages, and like it was starting to affect my like karma on Reddit. So I was like, fuck this, man. So I reported him, and then he got banned from Reddit. So I was like, all right. It's a nice one. This cunt had like 10,000 comments. Bullshit, right? I've only got 1,000, and that's hard enough to get. And then
And you went and spoiled it.
Yeah, I just banned him.
Wanker.
From Reddit. But yeah, I do get a lot of negative comments, but they're normally like people that just don't get it. Like, it's either they don't find it funny, which is fair enough, or they're just dickheads. Like, there's never anything like that, I don't know, constructive, so it doesn't really matter. A lot of the comments I get are fairly positive, which is wicked. The ones that I love the most, like the comments that I see the most, are like people that will reference something that I've watched before, that are like, that's my humor, and they'll reference it in the comments or something. And that's always great. Yeah. And I'm like, at least I'm hitting that audience of people that like watch the same shit that I do, or like the same stuff as me. Just trying to find that. And I mean, I can't really complain about it because my channel has grown. Like, it's getting bigger than where it was. I've doubled in half a year, so
that's class, man.
It's pretty fucked. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, and yeah, keep the hate, bro. I'll take it all. Just give me it. I need it.
I think any
fair play, man.
Any comments are helpful.
I've got to go turn the heating off because I'm sweating like mad. So I'm going to stop the recording, then we'll jump back in. Give us one sec. We're back up from that mini quick break that we had. I'd turn the heating off, man. It's sweating in here.
Sweltering like a right slave.
Oh, I'm baking, Dave.
I hate the heat for that.
Yeah, trust me for that. I mean, the thing with the comments thing though is that like they all help in terms of like the algorithm, don't they? Because obviously YouTube don't know if it's a positive or a negative comment.
You say that there's a lot of pages that have no comments on but trend a lot. Like I watch The True Geordie, and some of his videos he decides not to put comments on due to some things that are spoken in it, and doesn't want to have like hate comments about it. And he always gets a lot of views, gets on the high end of the trend. Now, I know some people that don't put comments on because they don't want to deal with comments, and they still get quite a lot of views as well. So I don't know how because the algorithm changes daily, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's basically like it's the internet, really. The internet is a dirty place. Like, because anyone's got access to it. So like, if you're talking about like a topic that's kind of on the cusp, like say like women's rights, for example, right now, which is like a big deal, or like the Black Lives Matter movement, or anything like that, you're always gonna have, like, even if you keep the comments on and like you're open to discussions in there, you're always gonna have cunts.
Yeah.
There's always that one dickhead that fucks it. So like you could make all the points you wanted in the whole world about anything, right? And you could be completely in the right for doing so, but you're completely in the wrong to somebody else. So like sometimes your opinion just like it's just that, even if it's right or wrong, the comments, they're toxic. They're always going to be toxic unless you've got like a proper like strong fan base that like would agree with you. But then at the same time, if that happened to me and somebody was agreeing with everything I was saying all the time, I'd be like, this is dead, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't win is what I'm trying to say.
Everyone still.
Yeah.
Like, how obviously you moved to Scotland a couple of years ago now, from Milton Keynes, how we all know each other from, as Connor has referred to right at the start, when we went off on a tangent straight away. We used to go on these boozy nights out back in Milky Beans. But you moved up to Scotland a couple of years ago. Like, how much has that like helped with you, like just really cracking on getting content and stuff?
basically it's helped 100%. But the thing is though, I don't want to say like, Jake, go on, boy. Stood up on nuts. Basically, right, when it comes to moving away, I needed to move away because Milton Keynes just wasn't for me. Like, I got nothing against the place now that I moved away. Like, beforehand, I was like, I hate being here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, everything was just getting to me all the time. I wanted to move. I wanted to get out of there. This place is no better, by the way. Like, the only good thing really, like, is I have freedom to do what I want. But then again, I don't because of work. I've got my own space now. If I didn't have my own space like this, like I said, my own time and freedom and stuff like that, then there'd be nothing. But there's also like a big thing of I was procrastinating a lot in Milton Keynes. I wasn't doing anything. Like, you guys know that there wasn't any content coming out for me for ages, and with the blended stuff, it just didn't work because I was bored of it. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I'm done with that shit. You know, I wanted to move on to something else, which was more my personality, more me.
Yeah.
Not saying that the blended stuff wasn't good. I found it funny. It was fun at the time when I was younger, and obviously people enjoyed it. But me and Conner had two completely different ideas of what we wanted to do or where the channel was going to go. So like, I couldn't be as edgy as I wanted on there, and I couldn't do what I wanted really. And it weren't like down to either of us like putting it out or whatnot. It was just the fact that it just didn't work with the channel. Like, it was more child friendly than anything else I'd done. Like, I say that, but also
it's not child friendly.
yeah.
That
Like,
that beer pong, the fear one, that was
Oh my
that
god.
was different as well.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was a good one. Like, I was actually gonna make a second one of that. To my channel now, but basically why it didn't happen was we just didn't have cups. That was it. Yeah. Like, it will probably come out at some point. I'll probably make one. It was fun. I've got that whole video still. All them old videos, them old blended ones, I have them all saved. They're just all private. They're still on YouTube, but
just anyone watching getting confused when Charlie referred to Conner there. It wasn't our Conner that's here. It's Conner with an OR. Conner
Yeah.
He used to run blended with. He's also doing his own thing on YouTube as well, doing bits as well.
We'll have to get him on at some point as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like, he's at the minute he's waiting for a webcam because I need him on my podcast as well. But he needs a webcam. I was going to use my PC webcam and all this shit. The webcam I've got, by the way, is a piece of shit. It's not mine. It's Jamie's, and I haven't bought myself one. Like, this shit, yeah. It's like, I'll show you. It's like something you see in a school, but in the bin. Look at this. What is this, man?
That's class.
Fucking hell.
That looks like something from a really old e-safety advert.
Yeah.
Look at the lens on that.
These keep that safe for a while. Might even share them with a few friends online.
Bro, it's dead. But yeah. What was I saying? Can't remember.
You want to? This is the thing. This is the tangent.
Another
so moving to Scotland has been very helpful.
Right. I moved to Scotland. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that was what we was talking about. Fuck. My brain, man. That's what I do all the time. I just end up going off tangents.
Oh,
like,
no.
Too easy done. That's like my whole podcast is just a tangent, bro. But yeah, so moving here helped mainly because I was on my own, right? So I had no distractions. I had Conner here for a bit, and then he moved, and then I was working with Jamie a bit, and then he stopped doing stuff. So it was kind of just me kicking myself up the arse, right, and getting things done. Because I literally moved up here, right, with £100. So like, I had £100 in my pocket. I moved up with nothing, no job, no nothing. My mum didn't know that though. She thought I had a job lined up and everything was cushy. You know, I had to say that to her because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to fucking go anywhere. but I didn't. I moved up here with literally just what I had on,
The
basically.
shirt on your back.
Yeah, and then I didn't have a PC or nothing. No, nothing. I just worked for all this shit like since I've got here, and it's only just getting to a stage now where shit's kind of picking up. I can afford things I need. I still need to buy a camera. That's still a thing that I need to buy, and it's been years. I've been saying it for years. I need to buy a camera. It's 600 quid, right? It's £600. It's expensive. I will buy it though in the next few months, hopefully, right? But yeah, sitting in this room and doing fuck all is the most depressing thing in the world because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, right? So if you leave my house, I live in a village of maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 houses. I don't know how many are here. There's probably more than that, but I don't know. It's tiny. It's like, like where I used to live, guys.
Yeah.
You've been there as well, have you not?
Yeah.
To my house. Yeah. It's basically like that street is the whole place where I live. Right? It's tiny. So like when I leave, that's it. There's nothing. Right? There's nothing out there. It's just fields. So it helps to clear your head. But then you get to a stage where you're like, fuck me, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
It's just old people and they smell bad. I hate them. So like moving here, it helped a lot with my mental health and like pushing myself to do what I want to do. And also it helped in a way that I didn't think would help me is making characters for people. Because the amount of fucking weirdos that live in a village is unreal. Like I don't even script these characters. They're people I see on a daily basis. Like, like it helps so much with that shit. But like, there's some weird cunts around here. I think it's. I think I see them more because it's so small, right? Like whereas Milton Keynes, you barely see like a crackhead here and there. Like you would, but it wouldn't be as like frequent as it is here. Because it's so
the same crackheads.
You see the same cunts every day, and you're like, "Fuck me! Look at that!" Like I saw a guy the other day just throwing up on the middle of the street just at night in front of a load of kids, just because he's on heroin. I was like, "Okay, he's a junkie on heroin." Some guy actually blew up the other week. Don't know how.
Yeah.
Apparently, he had some form of cancer, right? Or he or she, I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, had some form of cancer and his body just gave up and actually blew up. Something blew up inside him. I was like,
holy shit.
What's going on? Like, people are just blowing up where I live, bro. So, yeah.
It's making me think of like
idea.
It's making me think of that character in Limmy's show, she's turned the winds against us.
Yeah, that's it. That's
people like that wandering through your village all the time.
Mate, honestly, like it's definitely a different way of living up here than it is down there.
Sounds like it, boy.
There's certain things I miss. I do enjoy coming back though. I think it's nice not living in Milton Keynes because when I come back, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy being there. Whereas beforehand, I was like, this place is just great,
Yeah.
That's how I describe Milton Keynes as great. But
I get you because like I used to live down just outside of Eastbourne with my mum, and when I lived there, I was like, this place is shit. Like she lives on the beach. Like, this place is shit. I've got 13 houses down my road. There's fuck all here. I move up here and like I go down. I'm like, it's actually decent to come down here,
Yeah, it's like a great play, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I can relate to that in a way as well because I'm in my like fourth, different year of studying it up in Nottingham, and I'm in Nottingham right now. And then when I go home for the holidays, whatever, I'm just like, milky beans. All my friends are here.
It's
all of them, Charlie. But like got loads of my friends here, and and my family. And it's like, what a place. But you can
nice.
You get that sort of outside perspective, like, it's nice to be back. Yeah, weird.
Yeah. But I'd never live there anymore. Like, I think like where I'm living right now isn't where I want to be, right? this was just a stepping stone. So moving here, getting started, actually get my finger out my ass and posting weekly. That's I've been consistent now for maybe 3-4 months. Every Thursday, yeah. So I'm trying to be every single Thursday video, and every single Saturday eating my pepperonis. Sorry, the dog sat my pepperonis. Every single Saturday podcast. So that's my consistency thing. And I either post on TikTok or Insta as well through the week. That's the main thing as well. If any of you guys want any tips on shit, obviously seems like a really basic tip, but just be consistent and pick a day when you're uploading. That's it. Make one day your day. Because I weren't doing that, and I was just posting whenever, at whatever time of the day. Sometimes 2:00 in the morning. Fuck it, there's a video. People don't even know it's there. You know what I mean? Like, if you post
this is the thing. Like with consistency, like we now post on a Sunday a main video, and we're going to try and do a podcast every Wednesday. So it doesn't clash with when your main video goes up and when your podcast or when your podcast goes up as well. So then there's a difference in like days as well.
You guys are picking different days to me.
Yeah. And then yesterday there was supposed to be a video go up that I was in. So I held off my video to the day, and then that video went up this morning, then my video went up, and then your video went up, and I was there going, I tried to be organised.
I post every Thursday at 12 and Saturday at 12.
Yeah,
because every week.
It lets your viewers know as well. It's like, oh, I know it's coming up at this time, because I know like you've like sent Snapchats where it's like, oh, videos coming up, boys, and it's like your list, and it's like scheduled, and it's like it's ready to go, and you'd maybe in the past just be like, when it's done, just really eager to put it out, like you say, like at 2 a.m. like it's finally edited, like just bang it up now, but it's like no, let's hold off.
See, that's my problem.
Time of day and just bang.
That is the biggest problem you'll have. It's the biggest problem you'll have, because you get so, you're like, yeah, man, I just want this out. This is a banger. Like, it's going to bang. And then, like, obviously, sometimes, like, I think the earliest I've ever posted a video after it's done and scheduled for the week after is, like, maybe the day after I've posted already. So it'll be on a Friday, and I've got to wait till Thursday to see how well it's going to do. But I know it's already out. It's up there. And I've seen it, and I'm done with it already because I'm on to the next thing. You know, that can make it difficult as well. Like, you ever just look at your old content and you're like, this isn't as good as what I thought it was to begin with, and now I've moved on to something else, and blah, 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 blah. But then also I used to have a mistake of going, yeah, this isn't as good, I'm not putting it out. Always put it out. Always. Because, like, I've got 74 videos now on my channel, right? And not one of them I would take down, no matter how bad or well or whatever it was doing. I wouldn't take a single video down, mainly because when I look back, I can see the growth and like the development. And every video now, even from like the first green screen video, which was a fucking a really bad video. Right? The green screen did not work at all because I was using that one. It's fucking dog shit, right? And I didn't know how green screen worked. I followed the tutorial on YouTube. It fucked me. I shouldn't have followed it. It just didn't work. And then, like, after that video, I knew how a green screen worked. I got it perfect, right? I know how it works now every time. It's really easy. And don't ever follow any videos. Just ask me. I'll tell you how it works. It's super easy. Right. But yeah, so you look back at all these videos, all the beginning ones, and you're like, fuck me, that was bad. Oh, and then you see like the progress from that. I try and, like, if I've done something bad or trying a new thing even, and it comes off bad to start with, I'll progress on it, you know? Like the movie reviews that are starting to come. The Ice Cream Man movie review came out, and I watched it. I rewatched it the other day because Jamie was watching it. I hate watching my own videos back.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah. And I just didn't enjoy it. I was like, this is bad. Like, I sat there watching it. I was like, this isn't a good video, mainly because I knew I was half awake when I filmed it. I'd already seen the movie about 100 times, and I just didn't like the movie anymore. It wasn't as funny as when I first seen it.
It's just so dumb, the movie.
I was just done. I was done with it. Like, some people liked it, other people really hated it, and like people that even like I knew did not like it as much. But then there's other people that wanted to see more, and I want to do them. Right, I want to do movie reviews, but I know I can do it better than what I did. So I've got a new one coming out on Willy's Wonderland, a Nicolas Cage movie, right? Which is it's a ridiculous film. I've held it off because I'm like, I actually really enjoyed this movie, right? It's so stupid, and I've only watched it once, so I'm gonna rewatch it, and that'll probably be my video for next week, hopefully. Unless it takes me more time, and if it does, then this next video will be something else. I've got a few ideas. Like, I try and keep at least 5 ideas on the go each week, so that like if anything falls through, I got backup. You got another one to go on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the big thing when it comes to skits and stuff. It's quite hard to carry it on. Like every week a new skit. Like, I was getting bored of it, and there was a point where I was just going to stop doing the skits and just like focus on something else. I wanted more of my personality out there, because like when it comes to skits, it's basically just me putting on a character every time, obviously, right? Every character you see is something that I've just made up, just like on the spot. It's either that or it's somebody that I've met before, and I've just taken what I saw and exaggerated it. But it's that I find it easier doing skits like that because I ain't got to be myself all the time. Like, it's not as awkward when you're acting as somebody else, and that made me get used to being in front of the camera a lot. It made me feel comfortable anyway.
Yeah, because it's like, it's not me, it's just this silly character. And
then if I said anything dumb or like proper stupid, then I could be like, it wasn't me, man.
Those are the views of my character.
Literally.
Those are the views of Shirt Man.
Yeah, I know.
Love
Shirt Man.
It's
not
funny.
even the front door, it's my bedroom door.
I had like my whole idea for the skits at the minute that are coming out. They're all based around mental health issues. So it began with nuts, and then news, and it's carrying on from there. But that's why they're kind of like here and there at the minute, because I'm trying to make them more structured, right? So that for season 2, when I put it together at the end of the year, there's like skits where they link into each other through each one. So like not like back to back, but certain ones link in. So when you watch
parallels,
it makes this whole little like sort of universe type deal, right? That's what I'm trying to make at the minute. It's just because I'm interested in trying to fuck with it. Just trying to make something fuck.
The CHU, the Cancerous Humour Universe.
Literally. I wanted to make merch at one point as well, but not even merch. I just just clothes in general. I want to do that.
I'm looking at that.
I just clothes that I would personally wear myself, just that are mine, and I could just sell to anyone. Like, me and Conner had an idea a while back to make a clothing brand out of all like the nightmares we have. I used to draw them all the time. All right. So all the dreams or nightmares or whatever, or fucked up dreams, we'd just make shirts out of them. It was, I can't remember what I was going to call it. I think it was going to be called paralysis or something like that. Sleep paralysis. So I thought that would be a good idea. That'd be quite interesting. Like, nothing to do with the channel itself, but like I could link it to it. Fuck it. My own clothes.
All your stuff, man.
Exactly. But I also want to get involved with music as well. So like, that's another thing that I'm going to be trying. Not singing or nothing like that, just like music in general. Like, I want to make my own intros and outros, and maybe a song here and there. I don't know yet. See how that goes. I got a few ideas anyway. I'm planning a lot of stuff that is It's all in my brain, and it's fucking my brain, but it's in there until it comes out, until something happens. I'm a busy man at the minute. It's kind of depressing sometimes how busy I am. Like, fuck me. Yeah, that's my life right now.
Damn.
Sleep
This
deprived.
has been a class podcast,
Yeah.
Viewers might not think so, but I think it's been great. Should we finish off with like each of us tells like a silly story about the other person since we're all mates and
because you got
silly
Shay to do
experiences
it to
together.
me, didn't you, you bastard?
Yeah,
Shay,
exactly.
what was Connor like at school? He picked me up so much. He's like, he's always around a different girls. Fucking get him, boys.
One of my favorite Charlie stories is basically back in 2017. So it would have been, it's definitely over 4 years ago now. Fucking hell, we're getting old. I was in my first year at University of Nottingham, and Charlie and some of the lads came to visit. And it was like the most uncomfortable sleeping arrangements ever. But we were drunk all the time, so it's fine. But we were at this Prees for this night out, and Charlie was talking to this random girl at the Prees. I didn't know her, and he just made up on the spot that he was a university student, and he was what was it? She asked you a question, you just went, yeah. He's like, yeah, I don't go to this uni. She's like, oh, what? Not university? Like, yeah.
No, it was Jack. Jack was like, oh, here's my mate Charlie. He studies art or something. And then she goes, what uni you go to? Uni or Trent or whatever. And I just went, both.
That's it. Oh my god. How did I forget that? And then so they just chatted shit to this girl. I think it's her birthday today on the day we're recording. I think I saw on Facebook. How weird's that? Happy birthday, Neve, if you're watching. You probably aren't. But yeah, later on we get to the queue for the club, and I realised there and then, I was like, oh shit, you need a student card to get in. So obviously I had a student card, obviously the boys didn't, right? And I was like, well, I'm not going to show my student card and then just get in, and then they don't. So I was like, just follow my lead, boys. So we get to the front of the queue, and I had my student card on me, but pretending I didn't. I was like, oh, sorry, mate, I don't have my student card tonight. Like, we had tickets for the night out, but we needed a student card because it's like student night. And I was like, oh, mate, I forgot my student card. And he's like, and the bouncer was like, all right then, what subject do you do? And then obviously, because I was studying maths, I was like, well, yeah, I do maths. And he's like, you know what, I don't give a fuck, go in. And I was like, brilliant, okay, well, the boys have just seen me do that, they'll get in fine. Yeah, Charlie already had art up his sleeve from that chat with that girl. Jack had whatever he said. I think he said he did physics or something stupid. But then our boy Ellis, that we referred to earlier, he gets to the bouncer, and the bouncer goes, "Are you a student?" And he went, "No." I think he can't come in then. And then I'm waiting in the foyer. Charlie and Jack come through, and they're like, "Yeah, they haven't let Ellis in." And I was like, "What? Why?" And they were like, yeah, they asked him if he said he was a student, and he just said no. And then I went out and talked to the bouncer, and I was like, there's just been a mix-up, mate. And Ellis was already walking away. I don't know where the fuck he was going to go, because
he was just going to walk back.
I don't fucking know. But I called him in and just did some mad blagging, and then we went and had a good time. It was just the fact that Charlie was just chatting absolute shite to this girl at Prees that helped him later on get into the club that he shouldn't have got into. Class.
Yeah. That was a good night. That was a good night though. That was a good night. That was probably the best club I've been to as well, to be fair. Or was it Prism?
Prism in Nottingham, yeah.
Mate, Prisms are sick, man. I can't wait to go clubbing again.
The last nightclub I went to was Pink's, and
oh my god.
Poor man. Poor man.
I don't remember getting home, but I did.
By hook or by crook.
Yeah.
What's this Charlie story? I don't think that was my favourite Charlie story. It's just one.
There's a few. There's a few Charlie stories, but most of them would be like Prees for punters.
I
Hunters,
I
man.
can't remember which
Hunters,
one it was. Hunters was different, man. I think it would have been. You weren't still down here in 2018, were you? Or you might have come down once or twice during the World Cup.
World Cup, I was here.
Yes, I remember you being here for the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's more about when we all sat in Keith's garden with the TV behind us. Like it was a shit game. We sat there playing poker and getting ready to go out.
Yeah.
And every time something happened, we should just go, oh!
I was working most of the World Cup. I remember the time we went to Willen though, and we watched.
Oh my
England,
god! When we watched England lose, and then this is a good one actually, Connor. I'll hop on this. Let me piggyback off that. They had like a big screen at Willen Lake in Milton Keynes to show England versus Croatia.
Oh mate,
we all know how that ended, right? And then
it was bad times.
And then I was like distraught, and then Connor, OR Connor, turns up, and he's like Scottish, so he was finding it hilarious. And I remember just being vexed because I remember him going, "Mission failed. We'll get him next time." And fuck you, man.
He's a prick. He doesn't even watch football
so much.
Exactly. That's why he was loving it, and I was just there, just distraught.
I was at Nando's when we were in that tournament, and I remember the first 5 minutes. Our griller was, I want to say Romanian, and he had the game up, and I'm serving a customer, and he goes, "England have got a free kick," and I literally turn around to the customer and go, "Wait there," like that, and turn around and watch the goal go in, then go around back and serve. And my manager went, "Do you want to go and watch the game?" I was like, "Yeah, bye."
Damn,
clocked out and went to the pub.
That's sick. My manager would be like, "Nah." My manager's a cunt right now, actually. You're watching this, you're a cunt. It's fine, mate.
If Charlie gets sacked, it was none of our faults. One of my favourite Charlie stories would be from a pre-drinks round Keith's, actually, where
the pre-drinks round.
I remember where it would always be like the ones that turned up early could fuck with everyone the most, whether it was the games wise or whatever. But I remember a time where it was me, Reece, and Callum that turned up early, and we were making the cocktail with Keith for that night.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Made woo-woo cocktail. Yeah, that was it. Woo-woo. But we just put random shit in it as well.
Woo-woo. Bro, you're not meant to put random shit in a woo-woo.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It was not a good idea.
Right? And I think I remember giving you the first glass, Charlie, and you just sort of sat there and was like, oh no. And you could tell from that moment there, it was downhill for you, because we ended up playing like Never Have I Ever, picking songs. So I think that was a night where Reece had his cracked iPhone 5S. Yeah. And we did the Drake song that went with it.
Oh yeah, the first line in Portland by Drake, when it's like, "My side girl got a 5S with a screen crack," and we all just went mental because I was pointing at my phone. I was like, "Yeah, I'm Drake's side girl."
It's like 6 o'clock in the evening, and Reece is jumping like this in the kitchen.
Fucking hell, man.
But we ended up going to Pinks, and it must be about 10:30, 11. We'd lost Ellis. Callum went down quite early, and then you just turn to you 1 minute and you're fine, and then about 5 minutes later you're leant up against the wall like this, and 10 minutes later you're gone. No one knows where you were, and then we just get a text in the group chat, "I'm home." I was like, what do you mean?
I don't know how, right? This seems to be the story that a lot of people tell me all the time, like when I've blacked out and I've just made it home. I don't know how or why, or like I don't even remember getting home. I just get home. I'm like, I feel like it's like a natural instinct to me. If I'm so fucked, my brain's like,
just get home, mate.
It's like a sat nav to my house.
Take me home.
It's like home. You know what I mean?
Well, have you got any stories about us, Charlie, to finish off?
Fucking hell, I got loads of stories, man. Like,
why did I ask this question?
I remember the first time I met you boys. It was fucked because obviously I got introduced to Reece first, and then you, Connor, like through Reece.
Yeah.
So when I met Reece, it was because of Jack or Arthur now. Arthur. I don't know. I don't know the full fucking name anymore. I'm just gonna be. It's just my boy Jack. You know who it is.
Yeah.
Right. I met Reece through him because he was at uni at Denby, and I just left. I was at college, and I remember bumping into you boys in Oldbrook a few times because I wasn't really hanging about with Jack as much, but we were kind of getting back together, like not together, like kissing each other and having gay sex.
You two were
like,
so cute. Such a cute couple.
But like
Couple
rekindling
goals.
the friendship and that.
Yeah, rekindling the broship. You know what I'm saying? And I remember bumping into you boys in Oldbrook Tesco's, and you had to create a beer. I think it was probably Bud or something. And I just finished work at Spy Missions, where I worked there. I was back when I was Agent Snake, bro.
Agent Snake.
And like you invited me round, I'm pretty sure, to your house for a few drinks that night. After I came over.
Easy as that.
Yeah, that was it. And I met everybody. Got to know all the boys. Obviously, I've got some stories about Dam as well that were a fuckery. And Pinks and everything like that as well. It's just, fuck me. Like some of the nights we had, like, they're a blur. Just 'cause they were so
Mate,
fun.
like I remember some of those nights out, they were different. They hit different, man.
Literally, like there was so many times where like I had to bail because I know how fucked. Yeah, I was like, you know what?
I'm
so mad fucked. I'm out of here. You know what I'm
at
saying?
least you let us know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never didn't let us know. We'll give you that.
Nah. I never bail like that. But there's I've been fucked so many times. It's mainly been at Keith's house in his garage with you boys playing darts, having too many smokes and just being fucked out of my brain. Like
those were the days. God, we're all grown ups now. Life is unfair. Well, I think we'll just be 18, 19, 20 forever. Those were the days.
So much easier.
Yeah, it would have been. Right. Do you remember the pub crawl we went on?
The You're 19.
Yes. That was fucked, man.
That was when OR Connor like fully died, and I slept around your nan's with you.
Yeah, you did.
And then I worked the next day.
You had to bike to the fucking stadium, the Don Stadium. Yeah.
And I was not in a good way.
No. That was a mad night, you know.
It was a great idea.
Getting past the fucking third pub. It's because in that first pub, they gave me a shot and a drink like on the house for my birthday.
Yeah, so it's your birthday.
Yeah. I put me like that. Yeah. And that was the last time I think I was out with Brian, big Brian Hornsby.
Oh boy, moved to Australia.
Yeah.
So he's not dead, but you know.
I know. He's in Australia. Yeah. I want to go there, man. Australia is mad. You know, like I want to travel a lot. I feel like we should go on a holiday, boys. Let's get the fuck out of here.
There we go.
Let's do it.
It's officially happening now.
Reece, have you had your jabs yet?
No, not yet, but I will. Should be soon. Soon come.
I should be getting mine at some point because Tesco's are going to make me. So, yeah, they're going to make me. They're dicks like that though. They'll make me do everything like my parents.
Tesco's Scottish parents.
Yeah, fuck me. But yeah, we got to go do something, boys. We got to get out of
Definitely, man.
We'll record it. We'll do a vlog on it.
Mate.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. It's officially happening. It's all the viewers. Make sure it happens. Well, this has been sick, boys.
Mate, this has been class.
It's been a funny time, boys. This is my day off work today. I'm just chilling in my room.
Spent the right way.
Exactly. Content. I'm filming a podcast tonight. I was meant to film it last night, right? But I was like, fuck it, man. I'll film it tomorrow. I'm having a day off.
Yeah, boy. Good plan. Oh, mate, your voice is going to be done out. We've been talking for ages, boy.
Yeah, we've done just over an hour straight filming on this, and about half an hour on another thing that we've been recording.
It's not, isn't it? I just constantly recording and constantly on content-wise. I don't sleep anymore, boys. I'm
Mate, once you get your first COVID jab, you will.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Oh god.
Just kill me.
Mate, I was so bad.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm literally gonna have a gaming session tonight with Conner and OR.
Connor. That's just something I came up with during this podcast.
Yeah, literally.
Just, if we ever get him on, it's just Reece gonna go. This is OR Connor.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck.
And Conner.
I got to have you boys on the podcast at some point.
Man, I'm down.
I'm game boy.
I'm setting up the podcast room tonight if I don't get too fucked. But I'll be recording in there anyways tonight. I need to because it needs to be out for Saturday. And if I pull it too late, then I won't do it. And
a big old rush.
Yeah, I'll be in a rush, and I hate rushing my content.
You wanna chill, boy.
But yeah, as soon as I've sorted everything out fully in that room and like I've got time to get you boys set up and ready to go, it'll be through Discord though. It won't be through Skype. I don't.
That's
yeah,
cool.
This is the only time I've used Skype for I don't know how many years. Like Discord's
way back, Skype.
Yeah,
I only started using Skype because the old podcast I used to do with Wesley, Zoom stopped working. We couldn't connect on Zoom for a while, so we were like, "Fuck it, we'll jump on Skype." So I've just kept it on Skype because I can't be asked to change it.
I mean, whatever works, right? But once you get like any form of like laptop or PC or whatever,
it'll be Discord.
Discord is so nice to use. It's so nice. You can even level out how loud people are and shit. All right, you're down for a piss, is it?
Yeah.
Does that pop up on the screen?
I'm pretty sure that pops up on the screen for the recording.
The reason so if you missed that and you're watching, I didn't think that through, so I put a message in the little chatting bit. Just trying to get this to close so I can go for a piss. But popped up on the screen saying, "Boys, I need a piss." So, yeah.
That's heroic. All right.
What way to end? What way to end?
Oh, that will end it. Thank you, Charlie, for coming on. If you want to check him out, his links will be in the description, and they're also on my featured channels. There's Cancerous Humour and the Baked Bean podcast that Charlie runs on both. Go check them out. Get him to you're on 130 subs now on Cancerous Humour, and you're on 1,000 sign on Baked Bean.
1,333 on the Baked Bean podcast. Yeah, that's from that used to be my old channel, so that's why I still got the following on there. But yeah.
Go over and subscribe. They're both brilliant channels. Me and Reece will be back again with another podcast soon. Let us know who you want to get on the podcast, whether it's to have a general chat, a chat about YouTube, chat about anything. Please like the video, subscribe as well, hit that bell button because sometimes YouTube don't notify you when we post. And yeah, peace.
Shit like that.
Yeah, they are. In a bit, boys.